Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another TV show reaction and commentary. Today, we're going to be hopping into Chernobyl, episode 5. We're continuing on with this incredible series that I hold to such a high standard, just in their level of execution and their brilliant execution and just visionary documentary style cinema that we're being put through here. This series, similar to Band of Brothers, serves such a incredible purpose, I believe, in terms of historical cinema, and I think is really paving the way for hopefully future documentaries that take a very cinematic narrative approach that, in my opinion, does justice on all fronts. And we're seeing examples of this being, wondrously executed, like I said, with Band of Brothers, with Chernobyl. So I'm really excited to see just more content that is pertained to this. And you guys can let me know too on what else is kind of out here that has a similar style, a similar rubric, and similar in its effectiveness in terms of telling a historical story, as historically accurate as possible, while also providing very, very, very high level of cinematic experience, as well as just emotional experience as well too. And I think that's incredibly important to have, and filmmaking is definitely one of the areas to do that in. So I've been having a uniquely adventurous time with this, and the ways where obviously this isn't like our other TV shows. This isn't like Fargo. This isn't like True Detective even. This one dealing with a lot more of historical background and really being, and I use this word differently, entertained, and allowing this form of cinema, this style, this structure to just engage me and provide information to our brain that is probably worth. But yeah, I mean, just the tackle on morality, what went wrong, and the micro the micro scale of things, and then also going back on the macro scale, the way they're able to ping back and forth between that like a pendulum, I think is really, really masterfully done. So again, I'm really stoked to see what episode 5 is on, because after episode 2, I believe, that's where like my mind just, I don't know what the heck goes on, but I do know there is a courtroom, and we're getting closer and closer to the season finale. But yeah, I hope that you guys have been enjoying the ride so far on this journey. So like always, if you want to be able to support the channel, you guys know the drill. Check out the Patreon. You can also support by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thumbs up if you're able to. It helps your boy out. And at the end of the day, I just hope that you're able to just sit back and just enjoy yourself as we hop into episode 5 of Chernobyl. Again, guys, if you want to be able to hear all that I have to say about this the series, because I do have a lot that I say not in the YouTube edit, definitely check out the Patreon link below if you want all that there is to experience. Maybe you can earn some value. Maybe you can get inspired by what's being said here. Maybe you learn something new. If it's worth you checking out the Patreon for, then go ahead. If not, enjoy yourself. I mentioned this before on several episodes, but the soundtrack, the music, my goodness. They knew exactly what the assignment was when creating this. It embodies what I think I talked about in the intro of this video incredibly well. The sadness, the joyfulness, the innocence, the evil. The music really does embody what once was here. Oh, no. They're showing the events prior. They're showing the events prior to all of that. That wasn't their baby. It was the neighbor's baby. Yeah, that's a shame. It's crazy how it still gave off that feeling, though, right? I think that was meant to be the case. At least that's what the music was doing. So that's interesting that that idea even came up in my head. It was sparked by the music. So lame. So lame. Lame. It's so lame. Oh my gosh. That's such an annoying human trait. When it's done bad. Like when it's used for bad, it's such a terrible trait to have. That's the thing. Do they really just be coming up to you and not saying anything? Just in broad daylight? I'd be like, what is up with those people over there? Why are they just looking at each other?
Hero of the Soviet Union.
Our highest honor. They haven't even given it to me.
The fact that it's so wrapped around with honor, you know? Unbelievable. It's just a word, man. Read vagabond.
Once it's over, we will have our villains, we will have our hero, we will have our truth.
That is such a crazy statement to hear. That is such a statement to hear. That is crazy, man. That's so bizarre to hear. We'll have our heroes, we'll have our villains, we'll have our truths. Like, as if you can just do that. But, yeah, it's the KGB. That's so wild to me. I mean, we got demons of our own over here in America, too. I'm not going to act as if, you know, we're clean over here.
So, why are you here?
Because I'm brutally stubborn, which you were hoping for.
Yes. Yeah, she's been absolutely incredible. The fact that she's a real person, I think, is unbelievable.
Colleagues from Kachatov, from Sredmash, from Minenego. They will be sitting in the crowd listening to every word you say. A jury that only...
He can be the first person to set the cause. But that is so much stress. But he's going to be out the door anyway.
No, I'm sorry, but it is not.
Man. Oh, man. They feel the gravity. Wow. So much on his head, even more on his shoulders. When they say heroes don't come in capes, this is not all heroes come in capes. This is what they mean. The way they are shooting this, by the way, the way they are placing the cameras throughout this space, and the way that they're moving and showing us everyone's expressions is whew. It builds it up. Builds up this tension.
One remain. A nuclear reactor generates heat in the core here.
It's also really great to see him talk about literally how a nuclear reactor works when at the beginning of the episodes he had no idea. It's such a great way to see his character growth when it comes to that. I know more happened at a deeper level.
Turbine could keep the pumps working long enough to bridge the 60-second gap until the generators came on.
I was just about to ask that. I was wondering if he would feel any symptoms as our protagonist here.
The time they tried was April 26, 1986.
Damn, he said case closed. At least it should have been, right? But man, this court scene has so much weight to it. I mean, you see a bunch of suits and ties, and you're just like, well, what am I watching here? How is this so stressful? And it's like the context and the weight and the gravity that goes beyond that of the nuclear implant itself.
You know the test they're supposed to run, the turbine rundown, they tried it last year. They couldn't do it on the day shift, so they're giving it to us.
And these innocent people, man, they're so inexperienced because they swap the people, man. It's they want it to all fall on them.
I only just found out we're there, review it. Or you can just do what I tell you. I think even you, stupid as you are, can manage that. Well, let's go.
I'm so frustrated. I don't know how people like this can even walk on the planet. I just don't understand how. I don't understand how. Without getting jumped.
Yourself.
You could feel it. You can just feel it, man. Yeah. I remember this shot. I love this shot. Just the camera just being off its axis. And just kind of like you can just feel the tension.
And we would.
It's crazy that even just him knocking a tile down on the ground creates such a like I felt like I was holding my breath along with everyone.
The xenon did not burn away. It built up, poisoning the core. We're starting to...
Yeah, man. Once that balance is just taken away, man, it's so crazy how unstable things like this can be. Such a weird dance humans have with nature and things like that. So dangerous.
LAC disabled, global control activated.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, man. This is so bad. It's so bad. It's so wild watching it in real time right now.
In a xenon pit. We have to shut down by 24 hours.
No, we're doing the test tonight. Raise power to 700.
We can't raise the power from here. The rules.
Don't talk to me about rules.
If we fall from 80%...
No, we fell from...
Damn. And you could just see the logic. It's screaming at him. Damn it. It's just so frustrating.
He topped enough. One day before he died. No, Comrade Dyatlov, you were in the room. You ordered them to raise the power.
Oh, man. That's... I can't keep... I keep saying that it's terrible. I don't even know what else to say. There's just so much... There's just so much wrong here.
Well, it's time.
The show is really crazy to watch alongside with everything that's happening. I just have to say that.
Hoped that one day I would matter, but I didn't. I just stood next to people who did.
Wow. Oh, man. That's not true, man. That's not true. But damn, that is such a line to hear.
They mistakenly sent the one good man. God's sakes, Boris.
Wow.
You were the one who mattered most.
Wow, man. I'm like choking up. I'm choking up. I'm sure he needed to hear that. I'm sure he needed to hear that, man. Because I just know he probably just feels so terrible right now. And you got this gorgeous shot of the caterpillar just crawling up his fingers.
Comrade Legasov.
She's up there talking about it. I feel like that was a great motivation, beginning motivation for him. Because Boris, I think his name is, Boris was with him the entire time. Or Legarov.
11 control rods in reactor 4. Akimov and Toptonov completely withdrew 205. Remember?
What the heck? Oh my goodness. They took out nearly all of the rods out. Oh my gosh, man.
Now remain in the reactor. As for the fuel...
Everything is just completely unbalanced. It just blew up after that. There's no saving it.
It's 1 in the morning. The test is minutes away.
Editing is so well placed here. I love that they're going in and out and really allowing us to feel the sequence of events that's being described to us in the courtroom through, again, this very unique approach of narrative documentary style film here.
Circulation operators are in the pump room. Have been told about the test. None of them know what is about to happen.
Oh my goodness, man. They weren't even told. They weren't even told. That's so terrifying. You're about to be in a place that is the worst thing on the planet, and you don't even know about it.
And they've let go. The pumps stop moving water through the reactor. Uranium fuel is now...
You have that music just beating in like my left ear. It just sounds like, you know, like valves are shaking and are ready to explode.
We have a power surge, Sasha.
Oh my goodness, what the heck?
Zoom tomorrow.
Let him finish.
Comrade Sabina.
Let him finish.
Whew. Oh man, I have freaking chills, man.
rods begin moving back into the reactor. These rods are made of boron, which reduces reactivity, but not the tips. The tips are made of graphite.
And that just accelerates it. Oh man, that's probably what created that explosion.
The enormous steel lid of the reactor and sees the impossible. The control rod and fuel channel caps, which each weigh 350 kilograms, are jumping up and down.
Oh man, that is scary, man. That is so scary.
The lid is thrown off the reactor, oxygen rushes in. It combines with hydrogen and superheated graphite.
This visual is insane. This is the craziest presentation ever. Oh my goodness. You could just see the graphite just flying everywhere. It almost looks like an Avengers battle is happening there because it has this giant beam of light just shooting into the sky.
Sooner or later, that debt is paid.
Shivers, man. He did it. He really did that. It takes such a strong-willed person to do that.
Lies.
He said it explodes only because of lies. And that's true, because other than that, it's kind of impossible. He's probably thinking they're probably gonna just ice him right here. That's probably where they do it at, too. I'd be so scared, but he did the right thing. Man, this is...
No one's getting shot
like him are so... old and decrepit. Just die already. Not the actor. They're all great in the show. But people like him that are very real.
That isn't going to happen.
Why worry about something that isn't going to happen? Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, right. I'm happy he was able to get the last laugh in that one. It's unfathomable. Oh, man. Wow. Valery Lagos took his own life at the age of 51 on April 26, 1988, exactly 2 years after the explosion of Chernobyl. My God. The audio tapes of Gazov memoirs were circulated among the Soviet scientific community. His suicide made it impossible for them to be ignored. Thank you. Thank you. In the aftermath of his death, Soviet officials finally acknowledged the design flaws of the RBMK nuclear reactor. The reactors were retrofitted to prevent an accident like Chernobyl from happening again. You can only hope, right? Legozov was aided by dozens of scientists who worked tirelessly alongside him at Chernobyl. Some spoke out against the official accounts of events and were subject to denunciation, arrest, and imprisonment. My God, man. The character of Aluna, Komyuk was created to represent them all, to honor their dedication and service to truth of humanity. Brilliantly done. Wow. Boris died on August 22nd, 1990. 4 years and 4 months after he was sent to Chernobyl. Where's Skrbina? For their roles in the Chernobyl disaster, Victor, Anatoly, Nikolai were sentenced to 10 years hard labor. Get the hell out of here, man. 10 years, whatever. After his release, Nikolai Fomin returned to work at a nuclear power plant in Kaliningrad, Russia. Unbelievable, man. Anatoly died from radiation-related illness in 1995. He was 64. Valeri's body was never recovered. He is permanently entombed under Reactor 4. The firefighter's clothing still remains in the basement of Pripyat Hospital. It is dangerously radioactive to this day. Yeah, it's going to be for a long time, isn't it? It's like a stain on the earth. Following the death of her husband and daughter, Lemilda suffered multiple strokes. Doctors told her she would never be able to bear a child. Oh my God, no. Oh my goodness. Please, no. Thank goodness they were wrong. She lives with her son in Kiev. Of the people who watched from the railway bridge, it has been reported that none survived. It is now known as the Bridge of Death. Oh, man. 400 miners worked around the clock for 1 month to prevent a total nuclear meltdown. It is estimated that at least 100 of them died before the age of 40. It has been widely reported that the 3 divers who drained the bubbler tanks died as a result of their heroic actions. Yeah, they my goodness, they saved everyone. In fact, all 3 survived after hospitalization. 2 are still alive today. Thank goodness, man. Heroes. Over 600,000 people were conscripted to serve in the exclusion zone. Despite widespread accounts of sickness and death as a result of radiation, the Soviet government kept no official records of their fate. The contaminated region of Ukraine and Belarus, known as the exclusion zone, ultimately encompassed 2,600 square kilometers. My goodness, that's almost bigger than Philly, I think. That is bigger than Philly. Approximately 300,000 people were displaced from their homes. They were told this was temporary. It is still forbidden to return. Oh man. Imagine never going back to the place presided over the Soviet Union until its dissolution in 1991. In 2006, he wrote the nuclear meltdown at Chernobyl was perhaps the true cause of collapse of the Soviet Union. In 2017, work has completed on the new safe confinement at Chernobyl at a cost of nearly $2 billion. Jeez, it is designed to last 100 years. Following the explosion, there was a dramatic spike in cancer rates across Ukraine and Belarus. The highest increase was among children. The actual human cost of Chernobyl. Most estimates range from 4,000 to 93,000 deaths. The official Soviet death toll unchanged since 1987 is 31. Oh my God. Unbelievable. That's terrible. That is honestly terrible. In memory of all who suffered and sacrificed. Oh, man. All right, everybody, and that wraps up Chernobyl. All right, everybody, we just got done Chernobyl. This is wild because I actually thought there were 6 episodes, but there was actually 5, which I think just goes to show you the execution and the level of execution that was done on the forefront of this piece. This is a piece I really do hope becomes memorial, because because of me not being there's a disconnect that I will never understand, and I will never know the truth and the source of it. However, things like this help me collect and understand and inform me, and and please, like, for those of you who are closer to where this has happened around, and again, it's just so crazy that this is happening during everything what is going on right now with Russia and Ukraine. It's just sad that we are seeing a repetition, a repetition of just people abusing power and affecting innocent and good. I'm not saying that everybody is innocent, but people are being affected, and seeing people having to leave behind their homes and with the chance of never going back is such a terrifying thing that is happening right now. It's always been happening, and I mean, even in my experience of being an African American man in America and our history, being black in America and being with the civil rights and doing what's right with even though your own government, the FBI, the CIA are in ways doing the same exact thing that Legozov was talking about, hiding the truth and lying to people. And the more you lie, the more the stain grows. The problem is not fixed when you do that. And we've seen it over on this side. So even in America, for Americans that are watching this, this isn't foreign language. As much as it is happening in foreign land, it is not foreign language. This is happening even in our soil, if not more on our soil. And it's really important to understand what Boris said during that beautiful scene when he had the caterpillar on his finger, and saying that it was beautiful. A man who was a part of that evil, and through this beautiful movement of a story, realized the importance of good. Even though it was too late, it was better than never. And how he realized that he could have done something sooner before it got to him, because we only do something until it gets to us. Martin Luther King has a saying of like evil anywhere or injustice anywhere is an injustice here. Like, you have to battle injustice no matter where. And that comes with individual strength. That comes with individual choice. You have to choose to do that every day. You're not born with it, Nobody's just born to be a good person. Nobody's born to be an evil person. But the freedom of choice, we talk about freedom of speech and freedom of choice. You have to willingly choose to be a good person. And I know this monologue here is it's I don't want it to come off as like I'm overshadowing this. It's not. I'm motivated. I'm sad. I'm frustrated. It's a combination of a lot of things because, again, you have to choose. You have to choose to do better because it's happening, and it always has been happening, and it always will happen until we just balance it out. This world right now is a nuclear reactor, and we just have to balance it out. But it starts with us. It does start with us. It starts with you. It starts with the people, and that's what really matters. Because when people don't matter, this is what it looks like, and it's such a tragedy, and it's such a stain on the earth and a stain on humanity. And as much as we like our titles and we like our accomplishments and our accolades and our positions in life or whatever status or echelon of society that we live in, whether it's capitalism or communism or socialism or whatever the heck, people is the common denominator here, and we have to do better. And I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, and all I ask for is that I hope that you guys do too, so when that moment comes, you guys can step to the plate, because I'll be right there with y'all. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I hats off to the people who made this, and my heart is with everyone, and I'm doing the best that I can on my end over here, and I am aware. All right, I am aware, and I do see what's happening, and I want y'all to know that it's that it hurts. It hurts to see. So, guys, I really do love y'all. I really do, and you know, it takes time. So just know that I'm trying, and I hope that you guys are too. So with that being said, please stay healthy and please stay hydrated. To all my people in Ukraine, I love y'all, and I do. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. So with that being said, stay healthy, stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the back.